Good morning, good morning. So it's amazing how life works. Life is a cycle and they repeat itself. Sometimes we go through things in life and we cry out to God and we say, why am I going through this? And for the past years, when I was going through my stuff for 5 years that I really didn't understand my behavior, my pain, and some of the things that I was allowing myself to go through, and some of the things that I was going through without understanding. A lot of those things was in the name of love, because by allowing certain things, by doing certain things, I believed that I was doing the right thing in God's eyes. Sometimes that when we have situations in our lives that we believe it was sent by God, it was God's will, we do whatever we can to make it work. And so God knows my tears. God knows what I had to go through. There are certain things that people know. There are certain things that I was too embarrassed to tell. And there are certain things that I just didn't realize I was going through. And there are certain things that I chose to go through because I thought it was a way for me to do what God's will in my life, in relationship and everything, right? Friendships, relationships, love, life, everything. Which it caused me to be a person that I never thought I could be. From depression to anxiety, to bitterness, to sad, to heartbreak, through so many emotions that a lot of times I didn't even understand. It's a cycle, right? And I remember when I started to heal, it was in November of last year, November, December, one day that I finally prayed. I said, I need to keep those people out of my life. They would never see me for who I am because it's not meant for them to see. And they will never value the woman that I am. And because of trying to keep those people in my life, I felt so low. And I had thoughts that I did things and I had thoughts that I never knew I would. That sometimes I still have to deal with those emotions. But thank God, since December, when I know that He rescued me from the 5-year plus suffering that I was going through, that I had no life, nor peace, sleep, none of that I was trying so hard to see my value, my own value, that many times I would just cry myself to sleep. And many times I didn't even want to wake up because I was so tired of going through the same thing. And I didn't understand why I was going through those things, because those things were turning me into something that I never knew I could be. And I remember when my healing started, I remember I was at Pure Heart Church. And there's some friends that my family and I had to let it go. That was very hard to let it go because they were like family. But I realized every time those people are around, my family.
In 2 miles, take exit 36 for Princess Drive, Pima Road.
Fights. And I'm like, okay, now we know they're not good for us. So how are we going to keep them away? So it was hard for me to keep them away. But in December, I was able to let it go of the person that I was fighting for 5 years. And the friends that some of them I was fighting for 21 years, 20 years. And they were not supposed to be my life. I don't want to say more than that. I started noticing that my life started to get better. So I remember I took the time to self-recover. And when I started doing self-recovery, things started changing. All I needed to do was a mind change. When I started to do my mind change, I started going out dancing, having fun again. I started to see life again. I started to feel beautiful. And then I started to realizing, wow, you are a powerful woman. Not anybody can just go through all the things you've been through and still be here. Man, I remember I started getting up and getting dressed and feel good. I started to see my beautician to let her work on me so that I could feel good, man. And I know that Whatever
In
I
half
was
a
doing,
mile,
I
take
was not
exit
doing
36
for
for
the
Princess
work.
Drive, Pima
I
Road.
was doing all the things because I felt good. It felt good to be happy. It felt good to be alive again. It felt good to love myself. It felt good to be able to let it go. And it got easier and easier not to talk to certain people, not to have certain friends around.
Take exit
I
36.
completely blocked everyone and I stopped fighting. Okay? So
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Pima Road.
The last week, it was December. I think it was before Christmas. I was like, I set a timeline with God and I that I wanted to see something that I've been trying to see for 5 years and I didn't. And I told him, I want to see this time. If not, I cannot continue. And God, man, God is great.
Turn left onto North Pima Road.
Nobody don't believe when the people tell you should not give God a time that you want to see something. You give God a time. He's God. He's like your father. He's more than your father. He's your best friend. Be open to God. Because thank God to that timeline that I talked to God about, I was able to change my life. He changed my life. And I was able to go with it. And now I'm here. And I remember while I was going through that,
Continue on.
I remember
In a quarter
me trying to
mile,
prove
keep
to
right
people
to stay
that,
on North Pima Road.
I was not what they thought, I was being misjudged by those people. Some people, they acted like certain way because they couldn't understand my needs. So because they could not understand my needs, I felt like something was really wrong with me. So I allowed their insecurities, their concerns, their lack of understanding and experiences in life to
Keep right to
determine
stay
my
on North
values and
Pima Road.
personality. So I remember one time I said, God, I'm ready. I'm happy.
Continue on North Pima Road for 4 miles.
And I say, I'm going to let your will be done. Not my will, not the will of these people, not the will of the people that wish me bad, not the will of the people that I was trying to please, not the people that I thought, was going to walk down the aisle with me. I say, God, let your will be done in my life. No, above all will, even my will, let your will be done. And guess what? I prayed to him and I said, God, with everything I went through, I don't need fame, I don't need nothing because I had a YouTube channel, right? All I want is for you to use my pain to give me wisdom so that when people in my situation come in my life, I know how to understand them, how to love them, how to deal with them, and give them grace. Because some people, all I needed was grace and understanding and love, no judgment, and they couldn't give it to me. So I said, God, when I want to use everything I went through for your glory, and so use my pain, my sorrows, and everything, the sacrifice, everything I went through for somebody. And God does not make mistakes. I'm telling you, pray. Be careful what you ask for and pray. Because sometimes God is so good that God sent people in my life that if I didn't go through the things that I went through, if I wasn't rejected, beaten down when I was down, if I wasn't neglected, ignored, misunderstood, gossiped about, lied about, if I would not make the mistakes that I made in the name of love, in the name of God, in the name of everything, I would not understand some people in my life. And you know what? When God sends us as people, it's scary because we're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then he's going to remind you, remember what you asked for. And you're gonna think, you're gonna run away. You're gonna be doing the same thing that was done to you. When that happened in your life, keep your heart open and show these people grace. The grace and the love and the understanding that was not given to you, that was not shown to you. But the biggest lesson of all is while you're going through that, ask God to help you understand why certain people maybe were not able to understand you and stay in your life or do the things that they needed to do. It's because they didn't know what to say, what to do, how to do it. And they didn't have the strength, the wisdom, the experiences to deal with the things you needed help with, support with, love, whatever. But now I have it. See? I don't have an excuse to walk out of somebody's life, to not give somebody grace, not to be there, or not to do certain things, because now I understand. And it's funny. I have many examples, right? But there's one specific person that if God would not allow me to go through what I went through, that person would not be that important in my life today. Because I don't think that I would stick around. And today that person tells me, oh my God, you understand me more than anybody I ever met. You, even when I feel like I am the one wrong.
In half a mile, turn right onto East Happy Valley Road.
And I don't have to feel that bad. You are so understanding with things I couldn't even understand. You can tell me about things that I can't even understand about myself that was making me insecure, feeling a certain way. And this is my reward. I don't want anybody that caused me pain, anybody that didn't understand me, anybody that didn't love me, anybody that rejected me.
Turn right onto East Happy Valley Road.
Wish them harm. God has blessed me with one of the biggest things that I've been praying for 5 years.
Continue on East Happy Valley Road for 2 miles.
That, oh my God. Just for that one thing, I'm so grateful for everything that I went through. And I'm so grateful that these people did what they did to me, because they made me who I am today. And now I have my peace, I have joy, I'm happy. I'm happy, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. God has turned my life around in a way that I didn't think. And guess what? He used pain. He used brokenness. He used disappointments, rejection, neglect, being misunderstood, misjudged. I don't have to do anything. It's funny. I'm not doing one thing to have what he's doing. I have a list, and all my boxes are being checked without me having to ask for one thing. This is amazing. Amazing God. So I made this video to tell you there's one person that will understand you. There's one person that God will send that is gonna need your experiences. God is God full of grace, full of love. Don't give up and trust. Pray that not your will to be done, not the will of the people. Pray that His will be done in your life. And rest. Keep your heart open to new relationships, to new friendships. Don't allow bitterness. And if you have, pray to go away. Don't wish nothing bad. Nothing, not even one thing.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Alma School Road.
Even if somebody done something to you, you pray about it, let it go. Don't worry about anything. He will stand up for you, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And when He does, it's gonna be scary. The first few weeks, few months, you're gonna be
Head
like, oh my
south.
God. Oh no.
In
no, no,
800
that's too
feet,
good
make
to
a
be true.
U-turn. Turn left onto
This is
North
how
Alma
God is.
School Road.
He is amazing. And He's truth, and He's too good. So keep your head up. God has something for you. I love you all.